Hello everyone, welcome to the InsightEdge lab where we discuss data analytics, machine learning, generative AI, Power BI and SQL concepts in simple and practical way. If you are new to our YouTube channel, make sure you have subscribed for more such informative videos. In this video, we are going to see most asked SQL interview question. That is, what is difference between where clause and having. As these both clauses are used to apply filter condition to your data, but there is some difference between them that we are going to see in this video. Whenever you want to apply filter condition on the basis of set of row, that time one should use where clause. And whenever you want to apply filter condition based on some grouping operation or aggregation operation, that time one should go for the having clause. In which kind of the query one should use where clause? You can use where clause in all type of the queries where you want to apply filter condition. But when it comes to use of having clause, that time you should have grouping operation or aggregation operation in your query. Can we filter aggregation function based on where clause? Then answer is no. We can't apply filter condition for aggregation operation by using where clause. To apply filter condition for aggregation operation like sum, mean, max, count, we have having. When where clause will execute? Where clause will always execute before group by clause. And when it comes to having clause, so having clause will always execute after group by clause. Talking about syntax wise position, so always where clause will be before group by and having clause will be after group by. Now, what is our key takeaways from this discussion? Whenever you want to filter your data based on some row wise, that time one should use where clause. And whenever you want to apply filter condition based on some aggregation or based on some grouping operation, that time one should use having clause. Now, we have discussed difference between where clause and having clause theoretical way, right? So let's try to see the same with the practical implementation. As we have this finance transaction table where we have transaction ID, department, region, amount of that particular transaction and date of that particular transaction. So now as we are going to see what is difference between where clause and having clause practically. So for that purpose, what we'll do, we'll fetch department wise total sales, that is sum of amount. So to do the same, I will use select statement, then I will get department column, and as we want to display department wise total sales, so I will use aggregation operation as sum of amount. I will alias this as total sales, and we want it from finance transaction table. So from finance transaction table, and we are displaying or we are fetching sum of amount, that is total sales, department wise. So I will group it by department, group by department. I will run this query. So see, we are getting department wise total sales. Now we want to retrieve total sales only for finance department. It means that we want to apply filter condition on the basis of set of row where department is finance. So in such cases, I will go for the where clause. So I will apply filter condition by using where clause where department is equal to finance. So whenever you want to apply filter condition on the basis of set of rows, that time you should use where clause. I will execute this query and see we are only able to get total sales for the finance department. And one thing to remember, where clause will always execute before group by. Now let's see how we can apply filter condition by using having clause. Again, I will run this query. Here we are getting department wise total sales. Now I want to apply filter condition on the basis of total sales. It means that we are getting this total sales by doing this aggregation operation, that is sum of amount. And now we want to apply filter condition by using aggregation operation, that is sum of amount. So we have seen whenever you want to filter any condition based on some aggregation operation, that time one should use having clause. Now I will use this filter condition, and having clause will always execute after group by. So I will give filter condition by using having clause. So having sum of amount, let's say that should be greater than 10 lakh. So we want to retrieve such a department where total sales is greater than 10 lakh. Now I will execute this query. So see, we are only able to fetch two department. One is finance department and another one is sales department. So this is the way how we can apply filter condition based on some aggregation operation. And one thing to remember, having clause will always execute after group by operation. If I try to apply this filter condition for the aggregation operation by using where clause, you will get error. I will show you. Now I will apply that aggregation operation filter condition by using where clause. Now I will run this query. So see, we are getting error, and aggregate may not appear in the where clause unless it is in subquery contained in the having clause or selected list, and the column being aggregated in outer reference. In short, what it means, we can't apply filter condition for the aggregation operation by using where clause. So I hope you got idea about when to use where clause and when to use having clause. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks everyone for watching. See you in the next video.